Hello, I'm Cheryl.
I'm Amanda.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How are you today?
Oh, I've been better, but I'm alright.
Good. And what would you like to talk about today?
Well, I just recently found out that I've been diagnosed with Crohn's disease. It's been something I've been struggling with for a couple of years, just trying to find out what's wrong with me, and finally my doctor just diagnosed me.
So you've recently been diagnosed with Crohn's disease?
Yes. Right now for me the biggest problem is what I can and can't eat. I have a lot of new restrictions on me. I also have a severe infection in my small intestine, and it's so bad that if I don't follow the restrictions, I could possibly lose my small intestine.
Okay, so I hear you saying that you have severe pain?
It can cause severe pain, yes, because of the infection. If I'm eating something that I shouldn't be eating, my body really doesn't like it. I'm having a hard time keeping anything in my body right now, any kind of nutrients. That's why I've gained so much weight, is because I still feel hungry, and if I eat something that I shouldn't, my body, of course, has that infection going on in it. My lower back hurts, my stomach hurts. I always have bowel movements constantly throughout the day. In fact, I spend a lot of time at night in the bathroom because of it. So it definitely hurts time with my daughter. She's even made little jokes about, "Mama, you're always in the bathroom." So that does hurt, especially because she's only 4. She doesn't know that to me it's a big problem, but she just doesn't know it, and it's nice. It's kind of nice to know what my problem is and what I can do to fix it, but it's just going to be such a big change to fix it itself.
Okay. So I hear that you're afraid of change, and that with this new diagnosis of Crohn's disease, and that it's a little bit of an inconvenience for you.
It's definitely a big inconvenience. I can't go to certain restaurants because there's not much I can actually eat. The new diet is basically very, very bland food. That's like fish, chicken, and there's even some experimentation because, it differs between each person with Crohn's disease. Like this person over here who has Crohn's may be able to have rice, but rice and grains may affect me completely differently. So, with change, I'm usually okay with change, but it's going to be a lot of dedication, and it's going to have to be done. And I think that's what's the hardest thing for me, is that it has to be done, because I actually have no other option. I'm going to lose my small intestine and my life if I don't actually change everything. Not everything, but I need to change my lifestyle, not just for me, but for my daughter as well. And I'm really, really worried about her as well. I know I have to worry about myself, but in the back of my mind, I'm a single mom. I've got nobody but my daughter, and what's going to happen to her if I don't take care of myself? So I'm really struggling more with that than with. Well, there's a lot I'm struggling with.
So
it's a lot all at once,
I hear that. So you're very concerned about your daughter. You're very concerned about your diet.
Yes.
And the severity of your disease and what it's doing to you and your body.
Yes. Because it's something that's not only affecting my health, but it's affecting my family, my one person family. But it also affects my work too, because if I eat something that I shouldn't eat, or something reacts the wrong way, I'm then no longer in my office. I am in the bathroom, or say if, like just last week, I had a severe back pains, which was because of the infection, and I had to call off work because of it. And it's just it's getting really hard to manage by myself, and I have no really any other support. Like I've got my daycare lady, but you know, like she's there more for my daughter, which is good for right now because of how much time I have to devote to getting healthy.
Mm-hmm.
But when push comes to shove, I don't have a support line. I've got friends who are willing to support me, but if something happened to me, I don't have that kind of support.
Okay, so I hear you're concerned about your support system as far as your disease is.
Mm-hmm.
I also hear that uh, that you do have a little support, but not enough, and you don't have a lot of time to devote to your disease to see what kind of foods you can eat and what could help you.
Yes, because the more I experiment, especially if something's not what I should be eating, the worse it's going to affect everything. It's going to affect like my bodily reaction to it. Like, do I then need to take time off work? You know, do I need to figure out what I'm going to do with what I got to do with Larissa? Like, do I need to take her somewhere? It's hard for me to get over this infection because there's not a lot of time for me to rest. I've got no one aside from my daycare lady who's 9 to 5. Well, what happens between 5 p.m. and 9 a.m.? Like, I'm there taking care of my daughter. I've got no time to rest for myself. You know, and that's again what I struggle with. How do I balance me getting better with us? You know, like it's I'm actually not really able to see the silver lining at this point because I don't know, and I have really no place to send her for me to like just get going, and I haven't exactly shared everything with my family. I don't have a good connection with my family. We're not a very family-oriented family, as it were. So, yeah, I can't just say, here, take her, I need a day. Like, I don't have that ability. I don't have that trust. So.